our special guest today who's coming and to be with us. We have the mother of Trayvon Martin is with us. Amen. And we're going to have her to come. Come.
I'm going to also call up here with me the other mothers of the movement, Lucy Macbeth, which is the mother of Jordan Davis, and also Gwen Carr, which is the mother of Eric Garner. Thank you. First of all, I want to say good morning to you. Good morning. The reason why we decided to stop by here because we want to see you beautiful people, for number one. We are surrogates for Hillary Clinton, but more importantly, we are surrogates for our children. The reason why we're here is because you all know some of the tragic stories that has happened with our children. And it took Trayvon being shot down in order for me to stand up. And so I don't want for you to wait to stand up. I want you to stand up now. I want you to be a voice now. I want you to stand up for our children now. The only way you can do that is by going to the polls and vote and using your voice. So since we're in church, I want y'all to be honest. How many people complain about what's going on in the community? Raise your hand. You complain, you complain, you complain. How many of you guys have voted already? Yeah, get your... And that's my point. If you don't vote, you can't complain. You have to use your voice, your vote as your voice. And so we stopped by here just to tell you a little bit about why we're voting for Hillary Clinton. I can't tell you who to vote for, but we're with her. One of the things that I definitely know about Hillary is I consider myself a strong woman. So I like to hang around other strong women. And she is definitely a fighter. I saw it with my own two eyes. And you guys see it. She's being knocked down day in and day out, but she's still standing. In addition to the other issues that she has, that she wants to make sure that women get the same pay as men, because we do just as much work as men. Yes, more. A lot more. Ladies, are you with me? A lot more. Yes, yes. Yes, and I know it's a lot of guys, and I'm not beating up on you guys. I'm just trying to open your eyes a little bit. But a lot of guys feel like women should only be the first lady at the White House. They don't feel like we are capable of being the president of the United States. And I just want you guys to just take a minute and open your eyes and say that, yes, women can do it. We are capable of being the next president of the United States. So she can't do it alone. And that's my point. And so we want to encourage you to early vote. We want to encourage you not to wait till November the 8th, on Tuesday to November the 8th. Don't wait because the lines are going to be too long. We want to encourage you to get out and vote now. We want to encourage you to take a neighbor, take a family member, take a friend. Make sure you get out and vote. It's important. Our lives depend on it.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing us to come and to worship with you this morning. I am Lucy Macbeth. I'm the mother of Jordan Davis, and I'm sure you're all very familiar with my case here in Florida. And of course, we are one of the only cases where there's white on black crime, and there is a conviction. Michael Dunn, yes, he is serving life in prison with no parole. But that's not enough. For me to be able to travel, the blessing of being able to travel with my sister mothers of the movement all around the country, because they have not received justice. And there are many, many more like them who have not received justice. And so it's not enough. Not enough. Thank you so very much for the prayers that you have prayed over each of our families throughout the course of the years that we've been involved in our tragedies and moving through them. And so we move on to say to you today, we are here on behalf of Secretary Clinton because our nation is at a tipping point. Yes. We are at a place that we never imagined ourselves to be. Yeah. The hands are being turned back before our very eyes. Yes. We are imploring you to stand up, to speak out, and to use your voice. The only way to use your voice means you must vote. Yeah. You cannot wait until November 8th only. If you can vote before November 6th, is early voting. Yeah. You can vote, go to the polls from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., but yeah, you must vote. You must exercise your right to preserve and protect your families, your communities, and your futures. If you do not vote, that is a vote for the other side, and I promise you, you will be trumped up. Secretary Clinton is the only viable candidate that we can place in office, and yes, a woman's place is in the White House. She truly cares about the social equality of all Americans. It does not matter to her your sexual orientation, your race, your religion. It doesn't matter to her because she understands that the strength and diversity of this nation is what has completely built this nation. It was built on our backs. And we deserve the freedom to walk among our own streets and communities without the fear of being gunned down. We deserve the freedom to be paid for the same work that other Americans in this country are being paid. We deserve the freedom to be able to love and to laugh and to worship and to be free, as the United States Constitution says that we deserve to be free. So we're imploring you, use and exercise your voice. iwillvote.com. Please go to iwillvote.com if you're unsure of where you need to vote, if you're unsure of your polling stations. We've been listening to the divisive rhetoric and the fear-mongering from the other side. Do not be distracted by that. Stay focused. Understand we are reaching for the goal, and that goal is on November 8th and beyond. Preserve your right to exist. Preserve your right to be black. Make sure that you vote.
Good morning, everyone. Giving honor to God, who is first in my life. And I am so pleased to be here this morning because I can see the Spirit is here. Okay. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the mother of Eric Garner. We all know that Eric Garner was choked to death in Staten Island, 2014. We all seen the video. A reoccurring nightmare. Worse than a nightmare because I never wake up. But we are here because I'm here through the grace of God, holding on to his everlasting arm, okay? Because without him, I could not stand before you and be strong like I am today. Because with prayer, with grace and mercy, I'm here. And I am traveling the country with Hillary because I think she is the most qualified person on the ballot. I really think she's the only qualified nominee on the ballot. Okay? So I stand with her. And I'm just hoping that each and every one of you will get out and vote. The ones who haven't voted, when you leave here, please go to the polls. Don't wait for the long lines. Don't wait for the rainy day. Don't wait for on the 8th you come up with a real emergency that you can't get to the poll, because you know things will happen at the last moment. We all been there, done that, right? So we won't do that this time. And we cannot be distracted. We have to keep our eyes on what is important. We keep getting rhetoric, things keep getting thrown into the mix, but we know that we are voting for the message and not the mess, okay? And we are going to be warriors and not worriers, okay? So on the 8th, before the 8th though, I want you all out there. See, in New York, we don't have the privilege like you do to go out and early vote. We have to vote on November 8th. If we miss it, it's done. But you know what? I'm not going to miss that. And take a friend with you. Remember the shut-in. Remember Aunt Daisy is up there. She can't get to the polls by herself. Uncle Harry can't get. He's on crutches. He can't get to the polls by himself. He can't drive. So you take him. And your family. I know they're the hardest people for you to convince sometime. We got the millennials out there. They don't want to vote. But we're going to take them with us too. We're going to educate them. We're going to tell them that no vote is a vote for the other side. And we're not going backwards. Trump is saying he's going to make America great again. You know how he's going to make America great? What he called America being great? When we're back in slavery, then America is great again, according to him. We will not go back. We will not go back. Like Michelle say, when they go low, we go high. And that is what we're going to do. And just get out and vote. Vote for your own candidate, no matter who she is, okay?
God bless you. Amen. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Amen. Give them another hand. Amen. Thank you. All right. You know the story. They just echoed everything I told you just a minute ago. How important it is for us to vote and the energy that we must put in this. Don't let your neighbor stay home. Amen. And so we want to please tell our neighbors and tell our friends.